Hello, AP kids. So this is for Tuesday, September 14th, in case you are out with Connections Crew or for whatever reason, I want to let you know what we did in class or what we will be doing in class today because I'm actually filming this on Monday. So let's take a look at what we're doing. So first, I'm going to be going over this test intro slideshow with the class to let them know about the AP exam. There's a video, Intro to the AP exam, right here that does that. I did it last year. There's only one brief correction or change to that video, and that is on page or slide 8. I added last year's passing percentage. So last year's students who took the exam passed with an 86.4% of them passed the exam. The national, and that's from McHenry, the national passing average was 64%. That has basically been the history of passing at McHenry for as long as I've been teaching the class, which was, I created the class. So this, for as long as it's been a class here, we've usually exceeded the national passing percentage by 10 to 20%. So last year was especially successful, a little bit over, like about 22%. So I just wanted you to know that because that means that your chances are pretty good if you are taking the AP exam. The other thing that changed is on the final slide. Right here, you'll see the exam this year is on a Tuesday, May 10th at 8 a.m. I'm not exactly sure where the exam takes place. Used to take place East Campus in the theater or West Campus in the auditorium. I don't know where it's going to be, but as soon as I know, I'll let you know. All right, so we went over that with the class, and then we discussed the assignment from yesterday, which was pregame, specifically looking up the speaker, the author, and the original intended audience for the piece, and looking for biases. So I wanted kids to research that. So today for class, I'm going to begin with my research on the speaker, which is Dave Zurin's Twitter page, Edge of Sports. That's Dave Zurin's Twitter handle. And then you can look down his Twitter handle and kind of see a little bit which way he sways. A lot of it is information about his books, but then you get down to here and you can see We Forget the Courage It Took for Kaepernick 7 and E-Read 35 to do this on what was the 15th anniversary of 9/11. He tweeted that September 12th. And that kind of gives you a little bit of the fact that he launches something called the Kaepernick effect, how a knee helped inspire a generational revolt. Kind of see which way he stands on this topic, even if you didn't read it. So we're going to start with that, and then we're going to see what other people found with research from that. And I will be, just like I did yesterday, adding information off to the side in comments so that you can see what other people said about audience and bias review and things like that. So you'll see the comments that I found that we went through yesterday as we were discussing things about the kairos behind the two pieces of readings that we've done so far. So we're going to be discussing speaker audience and bias and how those play a role into the choices made by the author today in class with pregame. The last thing we're going to do is to kind of help you understand like how the answers, like the timed writing answers to these questions kind of come up. We're going to take a look at looking at the national examples for Abigail Adams' letter to her son. And so if you go on to the slideshow for Abigail Adams, now it's not doing it for me, but if you go on the link there, there is a slide about halfway through, I think it's slide 6, that has a link on it. Slide 5 has a link on it, sample student responses. So this is going to take us to a PDF, which we'll download on your computer, that has the scoring for this essay. it gives you 3 sample student essays. So first it shows you the old rubric. We're not using that rubric anymore, but these are still some of the essays that were turned in. So it gives you 3 different student essays, 2A, 2B, and 2C. And then at the end, it explains the scoring of those essays. So you can kind of read over how those essays were scored. In class, what we're going to do is we're going to read the first one together, which was scored an 8 out of 9, which is a really, really good score. So we're going to read it over, and then we're going to talk about how it's organized and what the author did there so that you can kind of see what timed writes look like from a reader's perspective. And then last, if you take a look at the slideshow or at the daily class plans, our seminar group, dumpster diving, is going to be ending with a opening activity, a pre-reading activity that they're going to be doing on dumpster diving. So they're going to start with that at the end of class tomorrow. Reminder then for you at the end of class, you have to do dumpster diving as a reading assignment, page 146 in your 50 essays book. And there will be a pre-discussion assignment posted that you'll have to have done by Wednesday at midnight. I have that up there because Wednesday is a blended day. So if you are the dumpster diving group, you're going to meet with me. If you are receiving a grade below a C, so a D or F, or if you want some extra help with things or have questions, you should also report to class. Everyone else, it is a blended day on Wednesday. It's also an early release day on Wednesday. Reminder for you then, you want to watch this AP Classroom video, and then there's going to be a no red ink diagnostic quiz that you're going to have to take on No Red Ink. It'll take you about 20 minutes to do. So watch this video for 5 minutes. Go on to the notes sheet available on Schoology and type in what you knew already and what you learned for identify and explain claims and evidence within an argument. And then there'll be a No Red Ink diagnostic quiz. I will have the link to No Red Ink right here, so you'll be able to log in from there. Okay, that is everything. Hope everything is going well and that I see you in class soon.